Assalamualaikum everyone and welcome back to another video. As you all know, my name is Asif Shahid and I am the student of BS Mechatronics Engineering at University Islamabad. So guys, in today's video, we will be going to implement the simple example, or we can say that we will be going to implement the circuitry, or we can verify the circuit of the vending machine. So as you all know what is meant by the vending machine, now let's start. We need to design the control circuit for a vending machine with the following specifications. The specifications are as under the vending machine accepts nickel and dimes. When the machine has received 50 cents, it delivers a package of candy. If too much money has been added, the machine returns the difference. Or you can say that if the money greater than 50 cents are being added, it will be going to return the difference. And when the candy has been released, the release mechanism brings the circuit break to the original starting state. So first of all, these are the following steps that we will be going to implement by understanding the problem, state diagram, state table and state encoding. And there is some limitations, or we can say that there are some standards that we will be going to use, or we will be going to verify in our vending machine. As you can see that our vending machine can only take has two inputs and has two outputs, but it can take only one input at a time, or we can say that it won't accept the two coins of the cents and dimes at the same time. It won't be able to accept both the coins at a same time. And is done is inserted on only one clock cycle when a coin has been inserted. Pennies are not accepted. Okay. So these are the following conventions that we will be going to implement for the state diagram. As you can see that this is the state diagram for the milli machines, in which we will be going to explain each and every operation. As you can see, the state 0 represents the 0 0, state 1 represents 0 1, and state 2 represents 1 0, and the state 3 won't be able to exist because we cannot insert both the coins at a single time. So this is the state table that we will be going to implement. As you can see that in the following state table, if the state 0 0, which is represented by S naught, if we can't put any input, neither dimes nor cents, our next state would be S naught, or we can say that it is 0 0, and we won't get any output. But if the 5 cents are being added, it shifts to the next state, which is state 1 S1. And in state S1 there are further possibilities in which we can see how would the following operations happen. If no and more cents and dimes are added, it remains at the state S1 and no output would be obtained. But if at state S1 we will be going to add 5 cents, it again comes to the state S2, which is equals to 1 0. And in state 1 0 there are further possibilities. If we again add 5 cents, it will be going to give us output without any uh, change, or we can say that as we can see that we have only 15 cents, so it won't be able to give the output. So now these are the three states. For the three states we require two flip-flops, A and B. As you can see that if we encode the state table in the form of that, this can be we will use D flip-flops, A and B. Other flip-flops are possible. We can also use JK flip-flop, SR flip-flop, and the T flip-flop that are being discussed in the later options. The combination circuit can always be implemented in a variety of ways. As you can see that we will be going to use, we have already studied and already used the minimize SOPs, decoders, OR gates, and multiplex, and many more things like that. So from the state table, we will be going to make the K-maps and solve the equations from these K-maps. So following are the equations, and that we have already made, and this is the circuit that we will be going to implement on the Proteus. So for that purpose, let's head towards the Proteus circuit diagram. So that would be the Proteus diagram. As you can see that this is exactly the same. We will be going to use the D flip-flop, two D flip-flops with the set reset options, and this would be the output that we be going to obtain, and these are the terms inputs. So as you can see that first of all we will be going to implement 0 0 at an input. So what would happen at an output? So let's start the simulation. As you can see that our first state, or we can say that our next state would be 0 and 0. The next state would be 0 and 0. As you can see that our next state would be 0 and 0, because blue represents 0 and 0. The value of A is also 0 and that value of B is also 0. But if we apply one tens at an output, we will be going to get 1 at a state output, or we can see that we will be going to get 1 at an output and 5 as a is returned as a chain. So in this way we can implement any of the related combination from the truth table, or we can say that we from the state table, and we can verify each and every combination separately. So that is all for today's video. If you like the video, then don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you and Allah Hafiz.